Oh, Pat, can you kill the
Kill the what?
Just kill the stereo. So, all right.
I miss the days when we used to have a stereo.
I know, right there, the receiver. So that's it. We're ready to go. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Otto's Grotto, featuring 3 Men in a Basement. I'm your host, Otto. We are coming to you live and direct for another great show. This is kind of like the April Fool's special almost. You know what I mean? We got April Fool's first day tomorrow.
Got tricks.
No, I got no tricks.
Tricks.
Yeah, April 1st.
April
So we got tons of stuff to talk about. We got a bunch of people in the house. I'm your host, Otto. We have my boy Roger Levesque right here.
What's up,
everybody?
Thanks a lot for joining us.
Yeah, we got Bernie 1869 in the background. How you doing?
What's going on?
All right, we got Bernie getting ready, and then, of course, straight out of Jersey, we have our boy Nemesis Prime. Nemesis Prime, what's up?
What's going on, Jersey people? How's it going? Sunday afternoon special.
That's right, and it's by his side, his comic, Mr. 9-8 himself,
Mr.
our boy Dave D. Dave, say what's up to everybody.
What's going on, guys? Let's go. 9.8s across the board.
All right, so we got a huge, stuff. We want a lot of things to talk about. A couple shout outs before we get started. I always want to give a shout out to my boy Pat Ray at CGC Blue Label Comics on Instagram. He's one of our sponsors. He's a great submitter for her. We just sent like 11 books out with him, so that's going to be pretty exciting. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yep.
Right, and I do want to do something right now. I want to talk about something that's completely out of the realm of comic books. Okay, so I want to give a shout out to my good friends Tim and Joy Benzing. Okay, Joy has been my friend for over 18 years since day one at Dakota's, and her husband are entrepreneurs, and they started their own soap company.
Okay.
All right, so I want to pull up the website right now, if I can do that, so
like
you guys
Fight
all
Club
can see
soap?
it. Not like. Yeah, well, I forgot where it's top window.
I was telling Dave about that today. How I swear I thought it was Fight Club.
Fight Club, yeah. Oh, man, of course I can't find it. Where'd it go? So I was working on this for a half hour today, and then there it is, right there.
Center Street Soap Company.
Center Street Soap Company. They're out of Manchester, Connecticut. And what's cool about it is they make all the stuff from scratch, right? And the soaps are really catered toward men. Because when you're at a Comic-Con, right, and you've been there for 2.5 days, how you feeling?
I'm feeling hungover.
Right. How the other guys feeling, you know?
And
so
nauseous from the smell.
So they created soap. And I've got some soap right here. So I'm going to give this to you guys on behalf of them. The name of this soap is called Barbershop Soap. So there you go. All right. Now I'm going to check back with you.
It smells like a barbershop.
Go away from me at the con so I can get all this.
This is like we can go and hand this out to the smelly guys at the cons and be like crack.
Yes, exactly.
Here,
right.
try this soap. Second and third are double the price.
Right. The first one's free.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen
be
is
very
eventually,
nice. I don't want to be rude, buddy, but you really need this.
Yes,
and Hannibal Bar.
You need this in your life. So
Put the 3 Men in the Basement
logo on it too, right? So what I'm trying to do is just help out some good friends of mine. It's a great product. I've been using this soap for like almost at least 5 months now.
Really?
And she just started handing out to all their staff and stuff like that. It's really, really good soap, and I'm geeking out over it. But it's a great idea, and I wish them well. So they're going to kind of jump on board with us, and I'll promote them as much as they can. So,
nice.
But in 2 weeks, on our next show, we want to have a little soap report. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
that means I have to use it.
I got a shower before the
you got a shower before the next show. So
it smells pretty good.
So just to give you a preview of what we're going to talk about today, Justin, how many CGC books do you have in that box? Justin, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
We having technical difficulties.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Justin, are you there?
Do you want to share the screen?
Yeah. Justin, you there? Justin, what's going on the website?
Oh,
we're offline. Great.
no, we're there.
We're there? All right. But they're not, huh? All right. Anyway, so maybe I'll send them the link again.
Otto broke it. Mr. Comics 89 says you broke it.
I did.
Stay Puff 1983's on. What's up? Mr. Comics.
Nice. All right. We got technical difficulty. What would it be without a Sunday afternoon?
Right.
You know, without having
A
technical
couple ugly guys like us who break the
Just
internet
hanging
all the
out,
time.
right.
This is why we went to YouTube.
I know. That's why we did it. You know, on the Instagram days. That was funny. So just Justin, I sent somebody text
Scott
Justin.
Flower.
Resent.
Hey, it happens, Justin said.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to try to get
So
it.
while we try to fix this, Justin does have a large box of from CGC. I have one book in there, First
Yep.
Lobo. I'm pretty anxious to see, especially since I don't even remember what it looked like when I saw
Right.
it.
This was a
It
while
was
ago.
supposed to be part of that big show that we had, but when Justin got it, I made him look at it again, and there was a crease in it, so he sent it out to get pressed. So I'm anxious to see that.
All right. So we're gonna get that. Plus, they got a bunch of books, and then I got some hauls. I went to like a show today. But while we get Justin online, we're gonna talk about Bernie 1869's road trips. Right? You've been road tripping?
I have been road tripping.
All right. So this road trip, you haven't had a haul, right? You haven't had a recent haul video, or like what we haven't had you short box Bernie a month maybe?
No, more than that.
Really? Okay.
I mean, I think I put my books away last time. I didn't have much though.
Okay.
But I've had a busy week.
All right.
Or a busy weekend.
All right. Well,
All right. So let's go.
Let's
Let's see
rock
what
and
you
roll.
got. All right. Raj, if you can try to get a hold of Justin, you know. So short. No, this is good, right? This is good because we're loaded to go. We got slabs.
Oh, we have slabs.
We have slabs. No, this is good.
All right. What's up?
All right.
This fucking thing came apart. Anyway. Did you want to show this for yours?
No, yeah, I was gonna put that just to see how the video goes. There you go. All right. So you have been on a road trip. How many stores have you been to in the past 3 weeks?
Stores or how many road trips?
Well,
We're not good at math.
we're not gonna road. Well, you are. You are. All right. So
Yeah. Well, I didn't.
How about
count
let's
that.
go with-
that? You caught me on unmanned.
yeah.
I've been on about. Does Enfield count? Almost
Enfield
Massachusetts.
Yes, almost to Massachusetts. Absolutely.
That
does.
counts. So then
Yes,
I've been
absolutely.
on 4 road trips in the past 8 days.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, and then plus the show today.
The show today, right? Which I didn't expect to see you at. And who
I was
told
only
me?
going to get Mylars.
Yeah, right. And then you're digging,
Yeah.
feeding out arts books. All right.
Yeah.
So, are we going to go sequentially down the line?
I always do chronologically.
Chronologically. Okay.
So you're gonna
All
see some bigger books before other, you know.
Yep. Okay.
So all right. So I had to write myself notes.
You really?
So this was what's today? Sunday in the
Yeah.
1st or 31st. So this was last Saturday. Went to Newberry, and this was just straight out of their showcase variant. Just they keep a lot of their incentive variants in the showcases they have.
Yeah.
I've been watching this one go down for a while, and I finally picked it up.
All right. How often are they knocking it down? Like every week?
No, not that often, but every month or so.
Okay.
This is you don't have this book. You have the trade dress book.
Okay.
This is Art Germ 1 in 100 Black Panther number 1 or 2.
Okay.
Art Germ picked up Avengers No Road Home, the 1 in 25 Mark Brooks.
Nice.
I love this Psylocke cover. Lupacino. I think
Let me
it's a
see.
Manuela.
Yeah. Oh, that is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Now, these were all Newberries?
Yeah.
All right.
And
Was your
that was
nemesis
a 1
there?
in 50. No. This was on a Saturday. This wasn't.
Okay.
Now this one I've been watching for a long time.
All right. Now,
This one
is-
I posted on Instagram. This started out at $360 price tag.
Oh, my God.
It's a 1 in 500 variant, done by Jim Lee and I would have never spent $360 on a new variant.
Yeah.
Then it went down to about 200. Then it went down to about 150, and I kept watching. I'm like, you know what? A Batman fan would have picked it up by now, so I'll keep waiting it out. You know?
Yeah.
And it finally went down to like $60 with my discount, so I got it less than 50.
Really?
And I finally,
Look at that. Perseverance. There you go.
well, I thought to
Can I see
myself,
that?
yeah.
Thank you.
So, but I also didn't want to go down this rabbit hole because what am I?
You're a completist.
So now, and what's that
I
number?
like that. Book 9. Oh, my God.
So now there's 8 other 1
I
in
bought all
500s.
these. I don't have like these, but I bought a
Yeah.
bunch of them. I got
Yeah.
stacks of the variants. Yeah.
So now, and I was watching an eBay. The guy had a complete run of all 9.8s, but it went for over 1,000.
Oh,
So that wasn't really a road trip. That was local.
yeah.
Then last Sunday morning, I wake up. I'm very spontaneous. Go over to GF's house. I go over to GF's house to
What did
take
you
a road
say?
trip.
Yeah, a road trip.
Yeah, she's like, give me a half hour. So went up to New Hampshire.
Dude, what's up?
Stopped at this place called Merrimack. It was in Merrimack, New Hampshire. Merrimack
Okay.
Comics and Games.
That's a good place for that.
Pretty pretty good store. Good selection, decent prices. A lot of wall books and stuff. Slabs. I was looking at the slabs. They had a ASM 13 First Mysterio for 3.5 for about 8, but they were like 100 over GPA.
GPA, okay.
So I'm looking. They had a obscure J. Scott Campbell slab for 9.6 for $40.
Really?
Shrug number 2.
Lion 646 is an house.
Nice.
So I only bought 2 books there.
All right.
This one I got for $5. It was just a 1 in 4 variant.
1 in 4? That's funny.
X-Men 381.
Yeah.
This is where my list. I had crossed off. I wasn't looking for 381.
Right.
So I saw the variant. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'll pick that one up for $5. I already had the variant because I didn't know it was
right.
So now I needed an original. We'll get to that one later. But
Jesus.
So, but then I saw on the wall for $99.
Oh.
Oh.
And I'm thinking to myself,
Oh.
That's a lot. That doesn't sound right. You know, so I looked it up and they're selling for way more than that. So I was very happy with that book. Uncanny X-Men 164, first binary. Can they see it?
Yeah.
Is there a glare?
No. The way I said it was good.
It was good.
Yeah, put it in there.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Sitting on the wall.
you can't see the grade.
Yeah.
This was
So
in Merrimack?
Merrimack, New Jersey.
Yeah.
New Hampshire. Not New Jersey. Got New Jersey on the mind. So that was that. I only bought 2 books, $104. So
That's a good deal. That's good. We got slabs and
Buy
everything.
it for me.
Roger, are we struggling right now on the internet?
Yeah, you were, but
Justin, how's your feed on your side?
We're good.
You're good? Okay, ready to go. All right. So
All right. So
All right.
now
Pressing on. Moving
then
down.
I went to another store. I forget the town in Manchester, New Hampshire. Double Midnight Comics, it was called. Now, this was the original one that I had Googled and it had like 4.8 stars on Google.
Yeah.
I almost left this place with nothing. until Lori noticed a box. Oh, this one says variants and all that. So
the variants. That's good.
So I do collect the Looney Tunes. I'm trying to, eventually I'll get them all, but I like searching for those.
Yeah.
So that was just a random Disney Looney Tunes. The Joker 75th.
Look at that.
This
Who's
is
that?
a Batman New 52, one
Yeah.
of the monster. I don't collect this one, but I collect Batman New 52. So this one was another Looney Tunes, the detective that I didn't have.
Yeah, all in one box?
Yeah, pretty much.
Holy cow.
It's
It's funny, like you guys are seeing it, but then I'm seeing what he's flipping next. It's like I got the advance like a blackjack.
Well, you're always looking over. So then I found this one, which I like this one. I think I have the original color version, but this is like the second print sketch, Adam Hughes.
That's nice.
JSA Classified number 2.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the power. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I don't think I had the sketch. So and then I found the hottest character in the planet.
Right.
Mortal Hulk first cameo, the secret variant, which was on Hawkeye Unmasked.
Yeah.
I don't think they're selling for much, but whatever. I found 2.
And what was their ratio?
I think it was 1 in 7.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
It's just they
1 in
secret,
7. Like,
but the retailers didn't know. They put them out there.
Oh, I got you.
So that's why they called them secret.
Gotcha. Okay.
You're struggling with your internet.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna when I was setting this up, I'm gonna try to hardwire us real quick, and I hope it doesn't break up the feed. So guys that are watching us right now, all it is a click. I'm gonna click off my Wi-Fi. I'm gonna click onto my my Ethernet. So let's see what that happens. So guys, bear with us and jump back on. We got a lot more books to show. All right, give me 1 second.
Which one's mine?
This is going to be interesting.
All right, so I just switched over. Justin, are you still there?
Oh yeah, we're still here. We're live and direct.
Okay, so everybody's live, right? All right, so I just
still there.
Yeah, is the audience still there? All right. So I switched over, guys. If this doesn't help the quality, I really don't know. It's a rainy day here in the Northeast, so we'll keep going. Keep going, brother.
So then I went to this store in Reading, Massachusetts. This one was a little way, but now I had Lori driving. So now I stopped. And I get a 6-pack for the ride home.
Yeah, right. I was going to say flask.
You know, comically speaking,
okay.
I almost went to the store last year for they had a half off sale, which if I ever go back to the store, it'll be for that.
Yeah.
For their half off sale. They had a lot of books, a lot of wall books, really well organized. They had like 2 rows of stuff. One was half price off sticker. The other ones were like you're paying whatever price it is.
Right.
Really well organized big books. What I didn't like about this store is they pull all their hot books. Like they had that Harley Quinn 57, the Tedesco variant.
Yeah.
Tedesco, Justin.
Yeah, Tedesco. I can't think of the first name, but yeah, Tedesco is the last name.
Okay.
You want to guess what they had a sticker price on that book for?
15.
I would have bought it at 15, but no, 50.
Whoa.
What? Wow.
Yeah. So
shame on them.
I do not like that when, you're the retailer. Don't do that. So, but I did find in their half price. So eventually I want to finish my Scalped run, which was a series by Jason Aaron.
Right.
So these are just fillers from that, and they were like $2 each because they were like $4 stickers.
Yeah.
I never got the Saga 50, the version one.
Right.
So I picked that one up.
Oh,
this was the last X-Men that I needed from 130 to the end.
Really?
So I got that one there.
So now you have 130 through
the end.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny. Till the end. Till when? The end.
It's an end. 544. And then they started renumbering. So then in his premium section, this was, and he had a bunch that I needed for the Batmans.
Right.
But I wasn't.
This is a nice book. You know what? This is a nice book and a nice Mylar. You got to respect this.
But
got to respect this.
And it is nice. Bat Hounds.
Well, let's show the people. Let's show the people. There we go.
So, but this, he had a bunch. I could have took out a couple, but I didn't like the prices for the conditions.
Yeah.
So I picked out the best one that I knew because I didn't want to leave with just. And it is a good store with, like, I will go back for their half off sale.
Okay.
For that. But like I said, if I had to rate it 7.0 maybe out of 10.
Okay. All right. Not high on the list, but high. I mean,
I won't make any special trips there.
Right.
But when they do that half off sale, if I'm not doing anything else, I may make it.
You're on your way. Why not? All right.
So Batman.
Nice book.
158.
That's
Bat Hound.
Breathing fire. That's
onto
great. Classic Batman. I absolutely love that. Cool book. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Chipping away on that. Justin, you're getting pretty close to your Batman run, right?
Yeah, actually, I just finished 100 to the end. I picked up 3 more books, so I'm complete 100 to now.
Oh my, unbelievable! All right, so here we go. We got another part of the road trip.
All right, so these were the. This was local.
Okay.
Eye opener.
I Heart Art.
I Heart Art.
Guys, listening at home.
I just picked out and because I hadn't organized the stuff. First one was a double that I just picked up like 2 days before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, those DC variants, I slowly chip away at them. The Superman Wonder Woman movie variant. Black Knight #1, I thought was hotter book than this, but I guess not. That's by Tedesco too.
Yeah.
Just a J. Scott Campbell cover. This is a double, but I just love this cover by Alex Ross.
Yeah.
Then the 2 bigger books.
All right, here we go. Now these were Art's found them digging.
Well, no, he gave me $20 for this whole pile. And so, X-Men 205, first appearance of Hope Summers.
Nice. I bought that off the rack.
And then, this is like my 3rd copy.
Yeah, I bet it is.
And then Iron Man 219, first appearance of Ghost.
Nice.
This is my first copy of this. So, but he's like $20. I'm like, okay,
Not a bad day. Not a bad day. Roger, who we got in the chat right now? We give a shout out to hanging out with us. Okay, yeah, probably. But I saw Big Lion Cat. I saw who else? Stay Puft was in there.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right.
So now we get to Wednesday. This one I posted on Instagram too. Darth Vader Visions, the 1 in 25.
Yeah, I want to see this. Can I see this?
You can, of course, you can see it.
Of course, I can see it. I want to read this. This is like he's having nightmares and stuff like this. Our boys from Beyond the Blast Doors were talking about this today. I want to check that out.
I love this Sinkwitz cover. I didn't realize he did the first two. I don't know if I'm going to go back and get those.
Right.
But
oh, come on. You got one. You got to get all four now.
yeah, I know. But I love this one of now this one is these actually two both made the top 10 list.
Yeah.
But Marvel Rising #1, 1 in 25.
Oh,
For sale?
you got two buyers right here.
Look at that.
That's actually the only 9.8 straight out, no press needed. That's the only 9.8 candidate out of them.
For sale, NFS. Look at that. The Hawks are out.
Yeah.
The Wolves are out.
Market price though. Then, Penny for Zone, which I love that Psylocke cover too. So I don't know if that one's for sale.
Not yet.
I do for Zone, and I like for Zone, and I like I don't know if it's Frizzin or for Zone.
Justin, how do you say it?
I say freezing.
Yeah,
Friesen, huh?
Friesen,
Yeah, definitely.
Then we get into just the Detective
Oh, here we
1000.
go. So shame on you. You have not seen the premiere video by Nemesis Prime for the Detective 1000s. He covered it all for you. Justin, I'm going to give you a shout out when he's done with this. Like, you remind me to say this.
Well, this I didn't pick them up all. I just picked up cover A, and then Newberry had their own exclusive. I picked up a set for Justin. I only got the Virgin.
Okay.
Because it shows art. I really like all the Robins, all the old Robins in
High
mine.
relief.
Yeah.
So, so that was that.
Nice. All right.
I'm not going to go through.
Comics.
I did get the Spawn Matinas. The
Spawn's almost going to hit 300.
Josh Middleton. It's close. It's at like
Close,
295, yeah.
Okay.
Josh Middleton, Martian Manhunter, I really liked.
Yeah.
So that was that
Let me
one.
see that one.
Yeah, that's nice.
I got the first appearance of the Hulk.
Oh, right. the first of it. Going to break the internet with that.
$3.99.
Yeah, really. You found the whole box of them.
So,
I'm going to slab mine. I got two of them. I'm going to send two of them and see what they come back at.
might as well.
Who doesn't
It's
want
like
to,
the True Believers. You might
Right.
as well slap it.
Yeah. Why not? So we get a few more people online right now. We got Epicure and Eye Relief. We got Big Lion Cat hanging out with us, Mr. Comics 89. So yeah, this is going good. So we got more stuff.
Yeah,
all right.
So that was Wednesday. So now Thursday comes.
Yep. Are you off from work?
I took Thursday and Friday off of work
Okay.
to get ready for ZappCon.
So you're going to go to more shows.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Dave, did you go to ZappCon? All right. All right. I guess not.
When they come back, we'll.
Yeah. Well,
All right, so-
I think it's us.
So Thursday. Why aren't we up there?
yeah. No.
So Thursday morning,
Now where do we go?
2 years ago, was it 3 years ago when I did all the road trip to every
Yeah,
stop
probably
in
2 years
Connecticut?
ago.
And I
2 years ago.
I had this cushy detail at work, and I was going to when I got out at 11 in the morning, I was going to every shop in Connecticut. There was 29 shops, he told me. And I never heard of this place, but I Googled it because I was going to Rhode Island. In Danielson, Connecticut. It's called Uncanny Collectibles.
Yeah. Never heard.
The traffic that day, there was a fatal fire right on Main Street,
Right.
and so it
Fatal
took me.
fire. Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah. The road was closed. It took me
Right.
15 minutes to get in. But I mean, it's the least I need to worry about. But,
Right, exactly.
This game's in overtime. Does that affect Duke?
No, it's not the same channel.
So, anyways, I go into this one-man shop. I walk in. He's got some CBCS, all yellow labels, with no prices. I start looking through the boxes. There's no prices, so I asked him. We chit-chatted for a while before, but
Right.
I asked him. I'm like, so how's the pricing go? Before I start looking through and wasting my time. He goes, oh, I look it up.
Look at what? GPA, eBay?
I don't know. Whatever he wants to look it up on, I don't care. I don't. I knew this one would be only cover. I needed Saga 19, the second print.
Nice.
So I knew that would be only covered. I found first appearance of Hush, the newsstand variant, which I needed, so I got that one.
Really?
Only because it was newsstand. Or else
Newsstand. That's a great book. Who did this cover?
That's
Jim Lee all day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's first appearance of Hush, but it's
That's nice.
But then I got this one, and then that's and he looked it up, but he gave me a decent price. I
Okay.
mean, not a steal,
All right.
but I mean, I don't think he charged me. First appearance of Spider-Gwen, first print.
Nice book.
Yeah.
There we go. Collect them
Got
while
a
you
couple
can.
ticks, but I think it press out.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing color breaking.
Yeah.
Good
So
for you. Hot book. Hot book.
Yep.
Hot
So that
book.
was that
Anything
one.
Spider-Verse. Hot.
then, so now that one's right on the Rhode Island border for Connecticut.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to tell you, I wasn't too thrilled with the Rhode Island stores.
No.
I find this place called Green Dragon.
All right. Oh.
Luckily, they have a Green Dragon like blowy thing in the window.
Like something from like a birthday party?
Yeah, something like that. And then there's a big open sign hanging off a tree, but there's a house in front. The thing was in a shed in the back.
Really?
Yeah.
So was it like
there
a
was no
front?
I mean, everything was no. This was out. I'm like, good thing you had that.
And you
bubble.
find this? You found this?
I go, good thing you had that thing out there because it was right around the corner while you're going 40.
I know.
Yeah.
Was there a working?
I walk in, this lady's like on the love seat. I'm like, oh my god. So I actually walked out of that store without buying anything. She had all modern. It was all modern. Like I'm like, she's like, oh well, we're blowing everything out, blah blah blah, I'm like, well, good luck in the future, maybe next time I'm in town. Then I find my way down to getting closer to this place called Johnston, which was this place called Rococo's.
Rococo.
Rhode
Island's
weird spelling.
Shout out to everybody from
Weird
Rhode Island.
spelling.
Rhode Island's a pretty unique state,
Weird spelling. I walk in there and I'm a mailman and I deliver to one person that's definitely a hoarder. And this place had the whole hoarder. I walk in and there's all those brown diamond boxes filled, like just stacked up. This guy, and he had some decent books up there. He had that Silver Surfer book you just showed.
Nice.
For like $40 on the wall.
Okay. That's what I figured.
He had a whole stack of X-Men. I was only looking for X-Men 129 really at that time.
Yeah.
And because I saw 100 in the front was 250, so I wasn't paying. But I was looking for 129. He helped me look for it. Wasn't in there. That's the second store I walked out without buying anything. It was just I wasn't gonna waste my time looking around through all that mess. I mean, it was a disaster. More props to you, but I mean, whatever. So now I'm really pissed off.
Yeah. You've been driving around. What are these places? All right.
I barely, I did get the Spider-Gwen, but I didn't like that store either. So it was like 0 for 3.
All right.
I find this place called Time Capsule.
Okay.
And this is PJ Morris on Instagram. This is his.
Yeah.
And he even said,
and this is in Cranston?
Cranston, Rhode Island.
Cranston, Rhode Island. All right. Shout out to our boy PJ Morris.
And
hey guys, you back?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, good to see you.
It's closer than Zapp, and it's the only store It's the only store that I would compare it to Zapp.
Okay, gotcha. Really?
Big books.
That's high praise. People like Zapp. Roger, you like Zapp? Roger doesn't like Zapp.
Big books on the wall. Everything down underneath though was half price. I don't know if I walked into Lucky.
I got the Lobo from there. We'll see if they.
But I was really, I really liked
2 stores. Store. 3rd store, got a pocket full of money.
4th store.
4 stores.
Yeah, Time Capsule. After striking out.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Look, I love these notes. He loves these notes.
So let's see.
Ooh, this is a great book. This is one of my favorite X-Men books, you guys. I love this cover.
So now that Batman's are becoming harder and harder to find, I started working on my X-Men run, which I said.
There you go. This is a great cover.
And these were from the half price.
This is Cochran all day. This is a great book. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I gotta keep
X-Men 123.
Yeah, arcade, John Byrne. There we go.
All right. I previously mentioned that 381 was the variant.
Yeah.
I didn't have the original cover, so I found the original cover. So that's just another thing.
Nice.
Then I did find some Batmans in his half off.
All right, here we go.
So Batman 133, a nice Batgirl cover. 10 center.
10 center. That's an old book too. These colors pop, man. I'll tell you.
Batman,
if I were to start collecting old, these are obviously gold. If I would start collecting gold, then I'd be all over these.
Batman,
that's a whole itch I don't want.
119.
That could already be pressed out.
10 center. Yeah.
And
then Batman 166, and I've been looking for this book in a decent grade. So, and I thought I found it now. And that was it was 40 sticker, and I got it for $20. So I really like that one.
Nice.
What else did I get? Oh, I always take a chance on this book. Batman 457, the 6 variants. I'm looking for the newsstand 000.
You have the unicorn.
I have the unicorn.
Justin, you have the unicorn of this book?
I don't have the unicorn for this book.
You do not?
No. I do not.
There's only about 20 in it. But I think the first print 000 is harder to find.
Okay.
Anyways, it was like $3, and I took the chance. I didn't want to ask him, "Can I open it up?"
Right.
So, but
So
now
it's
I have another copy of that.
Well, so it's not though.
It's the 457 edition.
Oh,
you know. So I always love this Scotty Young cover. So that was like $3 too. Thanos Rising. They made a statue off after that.
Nice.
Statue of everything.
Then I found this. Thanos 13, first appearance of Ghost Rider.
It's all at the same store. It's all at PJ Morris's store.
This was in the cover price section. It's the 4th printing, but Black Surfer, Donny Cates is coming out with the Black Surfer series. So this book has been hot. I found 2. Number 15, the 4th printing, first cover of Black Surfer. Die number 1, the 4th printing.
Let me see this.
Hey.
Justin, my Deadly Class 1 went out today.
Oh, we're excited.
Remember our 9.8 guarantee on that, right?
Yes, and then I'll just buy it back for what I sold it to you. Plus,
17. That's just for finish a set to
Yeah.
sell on eBay. Mortal Hulk, number 1, the 4th printing.
That's a book I don't see a lot.
Well, it just came out.
Yeah.
And then Ex Machina. This is a series I collect. I needed special number 3 to finish the series. Now I only need 2 variants. But it's a Brian K. Vaughan series that was great. Ex Machina special number 3. So now I look on his wall.
Yeah, here we go. Dun,
And I
dun,
looked
dun.
on- yeah. And,
You've been after this book for a while.
Yes, yes. So I always go up, like I kind of figured so I go up with this stag in my hand.
Yeah.
Like, is that the best you can do on that? So he knocked
So here
off.
we go.
They knocked off.
Was
the
this on
10.
your want list, your 2019
Yes,
want list?
this was on
All
my
right,
want
so a
list.
book off your 2019 want list. We all know this book. Why don't you give it the introduction?
First Phoenix.
First Phoenix, X-Men 101, right?
X-Men 101. Signed
right.
by Chris Claremont. I don't do yellow labels.
You don't do yellow labels. You bought his SIG.
But I
There
bought
we
a
go.
yellow label. But and he hooked me up. It's a great store. I love this store.
Right. Now, what about PJ? PJ Morris said what?
Well, he said I almost bought that Wednesday. I'm like, thanks for leaving it. So
Claremont signed us in 10/16, so not bad. There you go.
yeah, so that was. I'll leave that up there.
We're going to leave that up there, right? You guys can all look
Well,
at that for a
yeah.
while. There you go.
So that was Thursday. So then after that, and of course Google took me home by Sarge's, but I'm like,
Really?
they only had a 10% sale going on. I'm like, I can't buy any more today.
You got to stop the madness.
And plus, I had to go give you money.
Right.
Dakotas.
Yes, absolutely. Your
Yeah.
gratuity was very much appreciated.
Yeah. So then,
12%.
so Friday. So Friday, then I went up. I ran out of Mylars.
Yeah.
I go up to Matt's in Enfield, that crazy place I brought you guys to.
Got remember all the
With the
statues, guys?
Oh, that
Oh
place
my
is
God.
amazing.
That place
It's
is
the only
awesome.
place I know around that sells Mylars except for the show. And I
Okay.
didn't want to wait around until today. But he only had the current size, but I bought him because I keep my Batman New 52s and my Michael Turners in the current size. Then I bought a Phoenix statue to go with that book.
The statues. Now you're in the statues.
Yeah.
I bought a statue too. I have a statue coming on its way.
But I ended up picking up books from there too. So Gotham City Sirens #1. Which I didn't have.
I know.
Well, that's not too hard.
Well, it's cooled down.
Yeah.
But it's a book I definitely don't have. But I
When the
mean,
movie comes out.
yeah. All right, now we got some X-Men.
Some Silver Age X-Men 42, which is, and I think this one was in pretty good. Yeah, it's got that little rough corner, but everything else, nice black cover.
Nice black cover with some red in there. Can't go wrong with these. So these aren't the red.
X-Men 23.
Yeah, no, these
they're
are
not
early.
the- No, no.
Oh,
this is-
look.
I'm staying away
This
from the reprints. Still in.
This is a Grotto favorite right now. Justin, what book do you think this is?
What book do you think is next?
It's a Grotto.
Eternals #1.
Of course.
And so when we say we know each other pretty well, we say that here we go. So now you have how many copies is it for you?
I am now a multiple.
You are a
Copy
multiple
owner,
copy
yeah.
owner of Eternals 1.
He had
Okay.
3 copies there. I tried to pick out the best one.
You had
It's got
3
two
copies?
It's got 2 little.
Yeah, that looks
See
pressable.
the 2 little
I see
things?
it, I
Yeah.
see it.
It's- I put it at 9.2.
All right, with a good
But,
presser,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, good presser, yeah.
Yeah.
I got my
All right.
presser going too. That's what I was supposed to be doing today.
You're supposed to be pressing books or
Yeah.
learning?
Learning.
All right,
Yeah, so-
awesome.
Yeah, that
Eternals
was that.
one, that's a great
I go
idea.
for Mylars and a statue, and I walk out with 4 books.
So now we're at Thursday.
No, this is Friday.
Friday. Now you've got ZappCon the next day. Are you committed to ZappCon at this point?
I have something.
You bought the ticket.
I had already bought my ticket.
Yes.
I called them up Thursday night, seeing if they're going to be sold out.
Yeah.
The early bird, which I didn't know.
A separate warehouse or something?
It is.
It was in a police athletic league gym.
It's not at their store.
No.
So I want to say though that this is a ZappCon.
No, this is Friday.
Hold on. I want to preface ZappCon. So you've got ZappCon coming up on Saturday, possibly, right? Justin, now you're out for ZappCon at this point.
Yes, I was out at that point.
Yeah, Dave, were you going at all?
No, I was out too.
All right. So he's got that on his mind that he's going. He's got one or two. How many more stores?
Well, this is just the eye opener.
Now we
I went to clear out the eye opener.
Yeah.
No, Friday.
No,
but I mean, I'm not going to show everything else, but I did pick up this Bruce Timm cover, which
I like that one too.
That was the only one I was after.
Yep. I got that one. I got the Steranko.
I wasn't going to miss this one. And I'm kind of pissed Neil Adams didn't do one.
Really?
He did his own store variant.
For the first time a big variant came out, I don't even have one.
What's happens when you do transmission?
So this was all that. Then
Stupid car.
So then I did go and get
Oh, I like this one.
I had the 52 variant, but I didn't have number 52. I found a couple of Super Scroll by Delatos. Nothing major.
We love Delato down in the grotto.
Delato.
Hey, especially hanging out with Otto.
Then he brought in Art. Everything. Before I walk in, I look in the back of his car.
Oh my God! It's like
for the short boxes.
It's like helping a neighbor with groceries.
Yes. So,
oh my God! Can I help you bring your groceries in?
All right, you got boxes in the back. You need them brought in? He goes, those are for James. He goes, pick 4. He had about 8 in there. He goes, pick 4 random ones and leave the rest for him.
Oh my God.
So, but I did find these Spider-Mans. First Tarantula.
So I looked through this box today.
First Tarantula and second Punisher.
Second Punisher.
But it's not.
They say he's in the book.
That's right.
It says cameo though, so it's not considered second.
He's on a full page. It's a second appearance.
First Prowler.
First Prowler.
Yeah.
And then
the first Mary Jane on the cover.
Right. So now this box was the same box at the show that I went to today.
Yeah.
And as I go to start looking through it, Art goes, Pat's already picked through that.
It's still a good book.
Right. There was some good Spider-Man.
If you were filling, if you're
right, if you're looking for that. Yeah. All right.
So that was all for that. So I'm not going to show these other ones.
All right.
Then we get the ZappCon.
All right. Let me give a shout out to everybody right now. So we got like 10 or 9 people hanging out. Justin, I'm going to give you a big shout out right now. I saw one of my old friends from last night, a guy I grew up with. He's been collecting comics on the side and stuff like that. He says that your show is making him broke. Okay. He says, I can't follow your boy anymore. I had to stop because I can't buy all this stuff that he's throwing out there. So shout out to my boy Rich Goulet who's watching it, and Justin. Just so you know, you're affecting people's wallets, brother. All right.
So this was ZappCon. So now I have my ticket. I had some things going on. My ex had family emergency, so I had to take care of my son. But I got him a ride to his baseball game.
Okay.
And I was originally planning on going down to Zapp, and I was gonna wing it where I went after. I really wanted to visit Royal Collectibles in New York, but I couldn't do that.
Is that Mel's store?
Mel does Midtown.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Mel Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
He does Midtown mostly. I think he may do Royal too. He's from there, but I couldn't find that.
Sounds familiar to me.
But anyways, so I head down to Zapp. I didn't open the thing until like 6:30 Saturday morning.
Right.
Early bird starts at 8. I had dropping Austin off at 7:30 anyway, so it wouldn't have worked out anyway. Right. But I would have had him sleep over though. But anyway, so rookie mistake. Next year, I know it starts at 8.
There you go, early bird special.
So
I think your boy Justin didn't tell you that.
So I get down there about 9:30ish. Walk in, they got their wall set up.
It's in a big gymnasium.
Yeah, it's in a big like basketball gym.
Athletic. All right, gotcha.
And you saw the video.
I saw the video, and I said I.
So you saw all the. There was about 100 long boxes. Yeah. I mean, it was crazy.
All their stuff.
All $1 each, $2 each. But
Roger, one store with all that stuff that you fill up in old comics.
But like I said, I'm down to the X-Men and Batman where I don't need to fill those, and I'm not going to start another series.
Okay.
So I was mainly paying attention over here.
Yeah.
Onto where the big books were, and it was pretty cool. I mean, all the raw books had their signature yellow price sticker where you can see the price.
Right.
But all the slabs had no price. But they had a printout.
Of what it is?
A couple copies floating around.
Yeah.
So you just look at, you see one you like, find it on.
That's actually a pretty good system.
It was great and genius.
Royal Collectibles is in Queens, they say.
Yeah. So then I look at I see a book I want.
Go right after it.
No, but I really want it.
it.
And it looked like a great price. So then I go over, and I was supposed to meet Otis Thorpe,
Right.
aka Boomerang Arrows now.
Yeah, Boomerang Arrows changed his name.
We were supposed to meet down there, so I called him up, and he had just left. I'm like, yeah, I didn't know it started at 8.
Right.
You know? So blah, blah, blah. I talked to him. So now I get off the phone with him. And I really want that book. And I don't want anybody else to buy it, but I wasn't ready for my other purchases yet.
Right.
I looked it up on GPA, and it was about $150 to $200 cheaper than GPA. So I went over and I bought that one first, and I had Lori hold it.
Oh, here we go. So, here we go. Great book. Great book. This is a Grotto favorite.
I posted this today on Instagram. First Gorilla Grodd. They had a 50-50 chance of
it's two first appearances. Yeah. They picked the wrong character to put on the cover.
Yeah.
Justin.
Yes.
Did Zapp didn't put this on their wall, did they? Or they just
they didn't have that on like a Facebook thing.
Or nothing? No,
but they had an amazing 15 Resto 4.5 for 12 grand.
Really? Can I take a look at that? That's a good looking 3. Holy cow.
Except for the spine.
Yeah, what does it say? Weaker. That's a great looking book. That's a Grotto favorite right here. There we go. First appearance of Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah.
Love that book down here.
Yeah, so I was really happy. I've been after that one for a while. Why did that? Then I've been again more DC variants, which I want to start now. These were my first Robot Chickens. I love that show when they
1 in 25.
They're all 1 in 25s.
Nice.
Some people sell them for high. I mean, they had $5, and $10 for the Batman one.
Right.
So I was happy with that.
They're having a good run here, buddy. This guy works hard.
And
thank God for Teen Titans 12.
Hopefully, we see a 9/8 of this.
All right, here we go.
I finally got one of that. That's my first copy.
Looking for Zapp to redeem himself.
Right, man.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
so
see.
then I'm like, okay, what do I do? I go after one more big book, but I wanted to kind of feel.
Looks nice.
I wanted to.
That's going to tie in what we're going to talk about later.
I wanted to. So it was either go after another big book or buy a lot of smaller books. So I decided to kill my X-Men Silver Age run. X-Men 20. These are all like nice mid-grades. Zapp doesn't put a price on them, but I mean, they all look good.
Right. Now, these are on the list, so you're going through the list to get these?
Yeah, I have my little book out there.
Yeah.
So make sure I don't get a double.
This 23 is a funny.
20.
Right, the 22 actually.
21.
I landed this book when I was a kid.
22, nice red
That's
covers.
A nice one. Floating heads.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of floating heads for this.
Floating heads, that's right.
Then 47, I like yellow covers too.
Yeah.
So that was 47. And after I looked through them, I mean, I never find really anything wrong with them.
Here it comes. Now you got to get this signed. You got to have Steranko sign this.
How much does Steranko charge?
Steranko's cheap. Can I buy that book off you right now?
No.
I'll buy that book right off you right now, so I can have Steranko sign that and send it in.
X-Men 50. It's not the first Polaris.
It doesn't matter. It's an epic cover. It's an anniversary issue. It's Steranko's.
My next copy that I'll flip,
I actually have a raw copy of this that I
do like
Steranko's to me.
If I do get a SIG, Steranko will be.
And I'm going to talk about Steranko too at Terrific.
First appearance of Mimic.
Yeah, love that book.
And I love Mimic because I used to read the Exiles in the 2000s.
Yeah,
so
Mimic's a great character.
And I love this cover. This one I think is like a.
Yeah, I'm a Juggernaut fan.
I love the cover. Floating heads.
Floating heads. There you go.
But I think this is pretty high grade.
Yeah.
X-Men 33.
Ex-Illusionary in his house.
So that was X-Men 33.
What's up, my boy?
And then this book, first appearance of Gladiator.
Yeah, Starjammers too.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't know if it's the first Starjammers.
Another reason
it is the first. And I've been looking for this book.
I think that's first Gladiator.
So that was like $30.
Starjammers is maybe.
And then I was running into the dilemma of, do I wait for free comic book day when they're going to be half off? Kentucky lost.
All right, so for those of you who know, we got a little basketball rivalry down here. Kentucky lost, so now it's time for Duke. Pat's rocking. Well, he told me before this started.
I told him at the show today.
Yeah, he's like, I'm wearing the Cherokee Park shirt. I'm like, dude, you're Cherokee Park for this game? And he's like, yeah, whatever. So now he ends up wearing the black Duke shirt.
Shane Battier.
Shane Battier.
Well, black is more slimming on camera. So that was that. So then I go to the show today.
All right.
And I was only going to buy Mylars there.
Well, you know who I'm rooting for now.
I
So
literally
there we go.
just threw up in my mouth.
All right, here we go.
Crying shop, even if I don't get it.
Here we go.
Oh, why is this? All right, so I go to the show today. I bought first time buying from this dealer.
There was a couple new
Frank's
deals.
lenses.
Yeah, I got his card.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the FF3, right? This guy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I got his
I bought it
card.
from him.
He had an F. I'll talk about that in a
So
second.
yeah,
Nice book.
X-Men 113,
8.5.
8.5.
Yep.
Needed it. It was like $40.
All right. There you go.
It already graded, so I mean,
All right. It's already did the work.
Yeah.
From
and I
him
don't
too?
care. And this is from him too. X-Men 116.
Yeah, nice.
So,
Yeah.
About
So he
those
was
two. Like I said, I've been really working hard on my X-Men runs the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So those were those two.
So there was a new vendor at the local show that we go to. You know, you kind of know the faces and stuff like that. So we had a lot of slabs, more slabs than
Yeah,
a lot of guys. You know what I mean?
Stuff.
A lot of relevant stuff. I like to say a lot of relevant stuff.
So then,
All
and
right.
I had told Justin, like, you know, like, I don't want to go there because
We're still at Zapp. No,
no, this is at the Plainville show.
Plainville
Yeah.
today. So I text you and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Are you there?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm already here."
But I don't want to
All
spend.
right.
You know, like I'm trying to save for free comic book day.
So I had to
Zapp
drive
does the
myself.
half off, but Mr. Mylar does
All right, so
half
now-
off of his books.
Yeah. So Mr. Mylar is this guy. He's got great
He
books.
double Mylars everything, so
He
it's
double-
really shiny.
So the stuff is really shiny. He gives you a good deal. The guy's been around since I was a kid.
But it is, he's a little pricey on his wall books.
yes, right. But
But
he'll work it.
but inside on his in his boxes though, it's half off.
Right. I picked up some books today from
Yeah.
J&S Collectibles.
I know. You want to wait?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
You want
of
to cut in
course.
front of me?
No, not at all.
I'm almost done. This is the last one.
Foreshadowing.
We're on today.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
That's right. Foreshadowing.
So this was half off. Steranko. Maybe I should have Steranko sign this
Yes,
one too.
you should. Have
Yeah,
Steranko
yeah,
sign
sign
everything. Have Steranko sign everything. He's great to
51.
talk to.
I have Neil Adams sign this one.
No, Neil Adams too much.
X-Men
I'll never have Neil
59.
Adams sign another thing. Well, I gotta have him sign one
X-Men
more thing.
59.
I have one more signature I have to pay for.
That wasn't Steranko. 49 was Steranko's first.
Yeah.
Is this guy still alive? I don't know.
No.
But 48.
48. No. I don't know who this is.
X-Men 48. And then he's got this graded at 7.0. I don't know.
No, he's a little high.
He's about a
He's a
grade
little
high.
high. He's a
sometimes.
couple years behind.
But it's half price, so I had to make sure I go, is that a 48?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I got those from Mr. Mylar.
So now it's 10
Now-
o'clock.
No, now we get to art.
All right. So now Art again is our
It's our
local
li-
is our
He
local
does the
store.
And Everett pulls up next to me while I'm there.
Yeah, and he's got some random book in his hand, and I'm like, I'll take that.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You could have it." I go, "That didn't work out the way I wanted to." And then Art's like, "Yeah, you knew you were coming." So, all right.
But so and I said he got me on the Spider-Man ones. And whatever, I told him, I go, you know what? Win some, lose some. I'll give you the money. I go, you're always good to me.
Right.
But he gave me a pretty good deal on these ones. So all these, he gave it to me for $35.
Okay.
Thor Annual 11, which is the first appearance of Peter Dinklage character.
Yeah.
Yeah. no, was
No.
Eitri or whatever.
Oh, Eitri. Yes,
Yeah.
Eitri, and it's Bob Layton too.
And this was the
Oh,
one
I
I
never
really
knew that.
liked.
There you go.
First appearance of Dr. Phosphorus.
Yeah.
Detective 469. 469. First appearance of Impulse. Flash 92.
And then here he goes.
And then low grade. They're both low grade. This one's got a stamp or something on
Right.
it.
So this has been a funny joke.
Burn Nasty
Yeah.
54 Comics is on.
Oh, what's up?
So-
We're a Kansas State fan.
So Batman
Face
40,
State
not
Party.
Batman. Avengers 47 and 48. First Dane Whitman, and first Dane Whitman is Black Knight.
Right. Which you've been specking on this book hard.
Oh, not hard. It's
Well,
the
you buy it every
second
time you can.
I've only seen it twice.
You bought it all the time. You're at 100%.
So he gave me all.
Yes is the answer.
He gave me all 5 books for $35, which I
Right,
was
that's
like,
fine.
I
And
was
he's like, "What do you want to
Yeah.
pay?" He's a funny guy.
Yeah,
You know?
he has his moments.
Yeah.
And then this was this really nice guy. Did you ever buy from Greg over the guy that used to help out with the East Windsor show? Not Scott, the crazy one.
No, Greg. He had
He
the
was in the
Punisher
back
shirt
wall.
on.
He was like across from Art.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
he's
yes.
a
I
really
know.
nice
He's
guy.
a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
I go up to him and
He's
he
got
had
a lot of stuff everywhere.
an Eternals on the wall. He had he had a price for 75, but it looks. High grade, but
Right.
80. But he had a wide last man, and I'm looking on my second run on it.
Right.
But he had 250 and it had a couple But he said he would work, but he's like, I gotta pay my taxes. But anyway, so I started going
taxes. So do I.
Yeah. So then, so he was willing to work. So he usually does a third off of his books.
Yeah.
But he gave me these for a half off.
All right, there you go.
So X-Men 48. Did I already get this?
Floating head book.
I bought another double.
Today you did?
Yeah.
On the show. Oh, here we go. The list doesn't work out right there. Look at this.
Son of a bitch.
Here we go. Show everybody right here. Live it right now. You didn't see it
two
coming.
copies today that I didn't remember.
You need that TLZ app, I'm telling you.
Only show that this happens where live and direct.
What am I going to scan it while I'm at the
No, I know.
people? Son of a.
I might need an extra. All right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
So then X-Men 126, and this is pretty good.
It's a classic cover. Pretty cool.
So that was half price. I cannot believe I did that.
Unbelievable. The revenue.
X-Men 120. This is the first cameo of those Canadian team.
That's first
cameo. 121's full.
Yeah, first of all, you're right, because they attack him in the end. All right, I agree. That goddamn first cameo.
It doesn't matter what you agree. It matters what the market agrees.
It doesn't matter what I
it's what the market dictates.
No.
So X-Men 120.
I will agree or
that's
disagree
a pretty
with
good
the market.
grade.
There you go.
So then,
that's a nice book. John Byrne. Very awesome.
So that's it.
Classic.
That was everything. I cannot believe I bought a double.
You bought a double.
It's
It's on right here, right now. I mean,
all this and that pisses me off the most.
Look at that. And he kept the notes. So, Bernie, you had a good run.
I did have a good run. And I am officially on a buying freeze until Zapp. New free comic book day, May 4th.
So now, any show between now and then, we will have nothing from Short Box Bernie.
Nothing.
No weekly pulls? No variants? Nothing?
I mean, I'm not going to leave my shops in the lurch.
Yes,
but I mean,
exactly. Okay.
But everybody picks up weekly polls. They don't want to see that. So,
that
was So that was it.
That's a great haul. So obviously, thank you very much, Bernie, 1869 Short Box Bernie, for jumping on. We got that. So that was a good one. So we want to do that. So now, without further ado, we're going to turn it over to our boys in Jersey. So Justin, Dave, we're going to foreshadow.
Roger, you got a book, so get back here.
Yep, we've got 10 CGC books to watch. We've got a big basketball game coming on right now. So, like I said, it might come off the rails real quick here in the grotto. So let's go. All right, Justin, the show's all yours, my friend. Take it away.
All right, so let's get these books down, and we'll go from there. So we got, what is it, Dave? 9, 10 books? What are we at?
9. I got 5.
I got 3, and 1 is Rogers. So we'll just go, as usual, through the box. No idea what we're picking out. So we'll just randomly select what we have. First book is Heroes in Crisis, #1. Francesco Mattina, 1 in 200 variant, I think it is. And we are at, a 9.4.
Ooh.
That's a low grade for me, but I'm still happy to have it because I do have the foil. So 9.4.
For sale?
I don't know. It's an awesome book. I mean, I don't care.
Did you get it from Slabbed Heroes? Where'd you get that?
Slabbedheroes.com.
Yeah, all right. That's it. Okay.
I told you, I think he pre-screens all his.
Yeah. Interesting. All right.
All right, let's get
what were you expecting? You were expecting 9.6 or 9.8 or better?
I would say at least a 9.6, yeah.
Right, all right. So, all right, we're a little clicking and going right now. All right. All right, we'll let you guys go.
So I got the Amazing Spider-Man 798 in my hand. This is the Dodson variant. And it is starting things off right.
Oh, this guy.
9.8.
Mr. 9.8 himself in the house. Never fails. You know,
always with the 9.8.
Always with the 9.8.
I don't think you can open up any other books other than Live in the Grotto, man. I think you almost have to do this.
It's good. It's good juju. I love it.
All right, so we'll do our third book, randomly selecting. This is a Amazing Spider-Man number 570. This is a second print.
Ooh.
This is a big book because this is like anti-venom wraparound. Yeah, wraparound cover.
Second anti-venom.
Second
printing.
Second printing 9.6.
Ooh. All right.
Shocker.
I know, right? Not my book, but
not shocker. I mean, it's anti-venom.
Very cool book. This is really tough to get if you could find it. If you find it on the wild for anywhere around cover price, it's definitely a way to go.
I got that. I got that off the wall at Zapp. I think it was 40, 45 bucks. So.
Second print.
Place sucks.
All right.
All right.
Then let's see what we got here. We'll go with this one. Let's see. So we got a Batman 50. This is a Cecil's Fish comic Virgin edition. I think I know what this says. Let's say, ooh, 9.8. We're back on the back on it.
If you have anything less.
Love it.
Very cool. Who's that? Who did that?
This was Middleton.
Oh, Joshua Middleton. Yeah.
Joshua Middleton.
Very cool variant. I like that. Yeah, we're good. That's fucking awesome.
Nice.
All right. So next one, we'll jump into what do we have? This one is this one's good. This is Life of Captain Marvel #3. This was the Joe Quesada variant. This book I bought raw at an auction, and I had our boy, the comic book presser. He pressed this out. And it came back 9.8.
Oh,
very nice.
Man,
this thing is
beautiful.
This is big bucks, folks. This is really hot,
guys. You had to see the crease that was in this thing before you sent it off to Chris. Chris did such a great job on this book. It's amazing.
Right, now this is your boy, the comic book presser.
Yes.
Instagram. Okay.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, this is a gorgeous cover by Joe Quesada.
It's a big win.
Very nice, very nice.
We're getting close to Roger's book pretty soon.
Yeah, we will.
All right, let's see. All right, Amazing Spider-Man #4. This is the Humberto Ramos variant.
So first appearance of Silk.
First appearance of Silk.
Oh my God! This guy.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna get one of those. I got a raw that if it doesn't come back 9.8, I'm quitting comics.
Dave, is that your second copy?
No, this is my first copy of the variant. I have 2 copies of the original version.
Right. I saw a 9.8 today. That guy had it, I think, Frank, that we were talking about, but it was like he wanted $300 for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Dave is like 10-0 right now for 9.8.
No, he had a 9.6.
Oh, yeah, 9.6. That's right, you did.
Can't win them all.
Yeah. Can't win them all. All right, we'll turn it over to you guys.
No, I pulled the 9.8 when we were down in the grotto for what was it? Back at the
when we came
comic swap. That was mine. That's
Yep.
when I pulled that out. So next one is X-Men 101, first appearance of Phoenix.
Oh, this is the one. Hold on.
Unfortunately, I can't sell this one to Bernie because
This
he's
is
already
what I
gone.
was gonna buy from you.
And what did he quote the grade at?
He didn't tell.
He didn't say the grade?
I think I said it was like a fine or something.
Oh,
So X-Men 101, 6.0.
Okay. All right.
Not bad for buying it raw.
Yeah.
I think I pressed this. I can't remember, but this will be for sale at the Lords of the Long Box auction this upcoming Friday. So be on the lookout for that.
Absolutely. So keep.
I'm looking for a blue label, so I may.
Oh, it's a max.
Now he wants it.
Maybe I'll bid on it.
Right.
I looked at a black mask at the con today.
Last 2 books here. So we're gonna pull. All right. This is an Amazing Spider-Man #10. This is a comic mint edition.
Oh.
I don't even remember what the. Oh, all right. It's a Mike Mayhew cover, and 9.8. I love this book. This book is so good.
I can't believe you. That's all you pull is like 9.8. Like
It's very reminiscent of Campbell cover.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much a cover swipe.
Dave, you better pull Roger's book.
Yeah, because I'm starting to hate.
Don't let that last book touch Justin's hand.
Roger, what do you think it is? I mean, let's go to you first. You saw it. I pressed it.
I sent it to you so long ago. To be honest, I had no idea. I'm hoping for low 9s, but
Okay.
because it did have a little crease, but your boy does such a good job.
So it was pressed by
It
the
was-
comic book presser.
Yes, it was a clean copy. It was supposed to originally go out with our big one that we did unboxing
Yes.
for when they were here for the
Yep.
swap.
Right.
But once he opened it, I told him to check it, and there was a crease in it. So
Okay.
he sent it to have a press.
Better shape plan.
Okay.
So what would you be happy with, and what would you be sad with, as the usual?
I guess anything with a 9 in it would make me happy.
Anything with a 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
9. Okay.
All
All right. Anything with a
All
9.
right. So
So
let's see. So we've got Bob B in the house. We got Ex-Illusionary Pink Lion Cat, Mr. Comics, Epicurean Eye. We got 60 people hanging out with us right now.
All right.
All right,
I want to
so-
see my book. Shut up.
All right, here we go. Here it is.
All right. So, would you be happy with a 9.4?
Yeah,
There
you go.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm sure this book was not a 9.4 before
No.
the press.
Absolutely not. And it probably was a 9.6 if Dave opened it.
I'm sure it could be my book now. It is a 9.4 if I keep it.
Nice.
That's awesome. Definitely happy with that. Big time.
Yeah, very good book, man. That's definitely good for just the raw and then just pressing it. I'm definitely. It was probably only a 9 to.
Thank you, Zapp Comics.
Hey, it could have been an 8.5.
Oh, it is. It's a good price. I paid like $45 for it at Zapp's.
There you go.
Got a Tron ad on the back of it. I love it.
Yeah, the Tron ad. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. I've read this book.
You're wearing a Tron shirt on today, so.
I've talked.
You and you're off the rack.
Right. Well, no, and I've talked about this book at length. This was a very, when I was introduced to Lobo, he was right off the books and stuff like that. It was very violent, So what I think we can do, focus on the comics, please. So what I was saying was, we've got a couple shows coming out, and Krypton's coming out.
Yes.
And we saw some good images from it, right?
Yes, we did.
We saw Brainiac.
Brainiac back.
Yep.
Just drawing a blank. Oh, what's
his name?
Not the Abomination. What the heck's his name? The
Yeti?
No, the one that was in
Superman.
The one, yeah.
Doomsday.
They showed Doomsday.
They showed Doomsday.
Yeah, and they showed Lobo.
Right,
perfect.
And plus all the characters that are coming back. You have Zod that's in charge right now,
right?
And the Zod from our time, I guess, that traveled back in time.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all just glimpses, so they could go anywhere. But up to now, the show's been phenomenal.
I know you're a big fan. You watch it soup to nuts.
Absolutely, I love it. I love Superman's my guy, and just to have a storyline that has no guidelines because it's never been told before, so they can do anything they want.
Right.
And they're grabbing people that has to do with Superman, but they're doing their own thing, their own twist to it. It's never been done before.
I love it. So we've got that. We've got DC streaming. We've got Teen Titans coming out. Second season,
Dagger
guys.
Coming back out.
Cloak and Dagger
that
too.
Looks badass.
What's that?
When's Teen Titans?
Teen Titans, Justin. We got another year for that about, right?
Yeah, they announced who the villains and they kind of showed off who the actors are for
because it's week to week.
Yeah, so exactly. But no, we've got Deathstroke.
Yeah,
we've got Ravager,
and they announced who's playing Deathstroke, right? Which I don't mind that. It was a good choice.
Yeah.
I like that actor. He was, he was in a bunch of different shows. I watched NYPD Blue, so it was,
Nice. Yeah, I'm not.
Deathstroke?
I don't know the character's name.
The Spanish guy from
Jimmy Smits?
No, Jimmy Smits. No. But no, I don't know.
He was on
but Ravager,
I know.
But Ravager, they're making a female, which I'm okay with the gender swapping. That's okay. You know what I mean?
Well, the second Ravager was.
You're right, but I'm going back to the first one because that's where I think we're going with it. Or I thought they would go with this. But also, you're going to have Jericho, and you're going to have Tara, I think, which is going to be pretty cool. So I'm a huge fan of that whole thing.
A lot of good stuff coming up.
We got a lot of good stuff. So now, if you've been following everything, we got some stuff to go on. But I have some recent pulls. I picked up some big books.
Oh, you got books?
So I have a couple books too. I've been quiet right now.
You're not the only one who buys books, all right?
I've been real quiet. So
I know he's been very stealthy.
Very stealthy.
Roger, do you know why he got so mad that I didn't tag him for First Appearance Friday?
Yeah,
he had a new book.
Because I had a new book. I was waiting for a First Appearance.
And he didn't tell us about it.
Yeah, right. So today I went to. I had to
posted
meet up.
it and didn't tag me.
Yeah, right. And which you made it perfectly clear. So I did go to the Plainville Comic Con today, and I met up with our buddies J&S Collectibles. The first thing they asked me, you guys, is when's the next comic swap? So I was thinking initially we were talking June. But I'm thinking more of September, right? After Terrificon, between New York. Justin, what do you think about that for a date? Sometime in September on a Saturday.
say that again?
If we did another 3 Men in a Basement comic swap, we've got Terrificon is the beginning of August. New York is when typically?
October, usually first week of October.
Right.
Yeah.
So somewhere in the middle of September.
I think that's perfect.
I think would be a great, like the second or third week in September would be a great 3 Men in a Basement swap again. So I'm just going to throw that out to the universe and see, what happens with it, So today I went to the Plainville show to meet my buddies at J&S Collectibles. And, before that, I had a raffle win. I'm pretty excited. I did. Shout out to X-Illusionary. I jumped in on this raffle because it's a battle cover. I like the grade 8.5, and it's a surfer, too. So I ended up hitting this raffle right here. Mephisto fights Silver Surfer in the middle of the city. 8.5. I don't have a lot of those books, but at an 8.5 battle cover, I'll absolutely take it.
Like a 17
White pages?
You can
Yeah.
finish that real quick.
Oh, I really could, yeah. Off-white to white,
Off-white to white.
but just a great battle cover.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
picked that up. So shout out to X.
Some people are okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely. For doing,
Oh, yes, I
for doing what they're supposed to do. So then today I was walking around. There's a few books I've been looking for, but I was really just going there to get some books and talk to some people, lay on the gas, as we like to say. But out of the corner of my eye,
Wow.
You put that you were going there and picking up a book.
I did.
okay.
To pick out books, not really a wall to look, but to
Oh, okay.
get something, to pick something up.
Familiarity and
you know,
involved.
Yeah. So I've been after this book for a while, and I remember buying this book. I don't know what I did with this book. This was such a garbage book to me when I was a kid, but now it's just blowing absolutely up. I did pick up the King Size Special, Fantastic Four #6.
Is that for that Frank Valencia guy?
No, it was from a different guy.
Why is this book blowing up?
Because Annihilus,
Very spec.
it's a deep spec. It's a deep spec book because Annihilus, other than Galactus, was one of his main villains, and they introduced the Negative Zone and that kind of character. And this book, really, people could care less about. Annihilus wasn't a cool character.
Yeah, it was nice in that Mylar.
You know, it does. It
Looks nice
is.
in that
Right.
Mylar.
It's the first appearance of Franklin Richards, right?
The deep
Right.
color with the
Yeah.
Mylar looks beautiful.
And I'll tell you this, so he had 75 on it. I offered him. I don't remember the guy's name, but he was around. He was across from Mr. Mylar. Small booth. It actually had the number on it.
Oh, with Comics Explosion?
Maybe.
Yeah,
you know.
Comics
So
Explosion.
he had 75 on it. I offered him a quick
The guy with,
60.
like the beard with the hat.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
So I did pick that
he's-
up.
That's where I got that Catwoman one from.
Nice. So I picked that up. That's off the right. When I'd like to get a graded copy, I would. But I'm just going to read this book again because
Is
it was
that
a
your
lot of
first
fun.
copy or second copy?
First copy for my collection now. When I was a kid, I had it. I don't know what I did with it. I might have sold it, or I might have done something with it.
Flies with it or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But now I'm paying 10 times the amount for even more than that for that. So I also picked up a Raw book this week it's not a Raw book. I apologize. A pretty big Spider-Man book on Instagram from some good people.
Nice.
Bam Pow Comics is who I picked it up for. I've been looking for this book for a while. I was looking for this book 4 years ago, just because I'm a fan of the panel covers, but I couldn't find it anymore. So I don't see it that much. So I picked it up. It's a 2.0. It's ASM number 4. The first appearance of Sandman, old CGC case. But now I have it, right? So now I have
Crack
it.
and resubmit.
I don't think I'm going to show you this book because I bought the grader notes,
I saw that.
which is funny because I bought the grader notes, and for a 2.0, my boy Mike X-Men from New Jersey always said you buy the book before the grade. And when I looked at this, I said, man, this is the best looking 2 I have seen, and I jumped on it, and I'll pass it around you guys. So it's ASM 4, 2.0, but it's a great looking book. And my goal with this book is if I bring it to a con and I see somebody with a higher grade copy, I might try to upgrade it. I'd like to have that book in a 5.5,
Yeah,
but
that's a good look.
but
That's a pretty clean looking too.
yes, I don't know. Like
I would press it and I would crack it.
right, I think so. And it's an okay. I have
Put a new case.
You
Yeah.
leave a lot of money on the.
oh, you absolutely could. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is something for your collection. Man. You don't.
You would,
you're
but
not
yeah,
trying
but
to-
I saw the grader notes. There was nothing.
Right. Yeah, exactly. The grader note said nothing about Pat Ray was very funny about it. He was like, the grader notes say nothing about the staple. It says nothing about like that some kid wiped his nose in it or something like that. So you should be good. So if I press that and it comes back a little higher, so this might be a book.
You're definitely not going lower.
You're right. I'm not going to go lower, but so yeah. So I picked that up.
Nice.
So I'm happy to have that. And now this is a book that I spec'd on real hard. And of course,
Eternals?
no, not Eternals. This was actually on my want list. So for the first time in my 2019 want list, I put a book that I already had on it. But when I put the book on it that I wanted,
Wait,
it was
your story said Spider-Man key.
I have other keys, and I have more Spider-Man keys. That's not my only Spider-Man key.
You don't know.
Right.
I saw it on this.
Right. No. No. So what I did was
change your want list.
no, I didn't change it. I didn't change it. So what I did, no, I have a few other books. So this book I put on my want list because I wanted it graded, and I got it from J&S Collectibles. And the minute this book got hot, the minute they talked about this book, I texted them and I said, "Hey, what's your highest graded copy?" And she said, "We have this book, the one you're looking for, at a 9.0, and it's this amount of money." So I jumped on it. I said, "I'll take it right away." Absolutely. They went to Chicago when I saw him today, and he goes, "Everett, I could have sold this book for $250 more that weekend." So
Yeah.
without further ado,
Yeah,
that
there you
book
go.
is the Marvel Special Edition Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, number 15.
He's got the book.
At a solid 9.0. I'll take it out of the plastic so everybody can see it. Shang-Chi right here. And if you watch the Lords of the Long Box, we have been talking about this, specking on this. And now I have a graded copy. I do have the raw copy. What I would like to do with this book is ripe for a triple sig. And I've said this before. You could have Steve Englehart, Jim Starlin, and Al Milgrom all sign it and get a triple sig.
Is that something you're willing to do?
I think with this book, I would. I would crack this book. I would crack this book, have it pressed,
yeah,
and then find out where all those guys are and do that because
are they all coming to Terrificon?
A bunch of them are. Englehart or Starlin is. I don't know about Milgram and Englehart, so I would definitely do that.
About East Coast,
yeah, East Coast too. We got to find out which 3 Men in the Basement will be at. So now I have the biggest Spider-Man key that I bought in a long time. And
since what, 4?
Yeah, Spider-Man's coming.
Well, yeah, but this is a deal.
I never really figured you for a Spider-Man.
Well, I could blame Dennis.
This is the first one. Biggest key you bought.
I mean, you're X-Men
to
Batman.
this last one. Yes,
you're X-Men Batman.
Right,
like, where's all this Spider-Man stuff?
Well, I'm telling you, it's because I've seen all the numbers and how these Spider-Man books are just going up and up. And no, they're not though. These villains are here to stay. Dennis is dead on 4 Comics when he talks about how everybody loves Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Some people might like mutants, some people might like the Fantastic Four, but everybody loves Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So
everybody
you know what I mean. So that's what I did it. So
he was publicized more back in the day.
Right.
He had more cartoons.
You can guess. Go ahead. No, you are wrong, my friend.
That's right.
You are wrong. So I made this deal at the 3 Men in the Basement comic swap.
I
traded a lot of books for this, and there wasn't.
I know what it is.
So I have an ASM 13, the first appearance of first appearance of Mysterio 7.0. So
that's a big grade for that book.
That is. Thank you very much. I respect that. You know,
Jake Gyllenhaal?
So yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. We love the previews. We love the way it looks. Just a sharp looking book, black cover for a lot of it, and just happy to have it. I had a raw copy that was really beat. And when J&S Collectibles told me how much you would give me for it, I was like, come on, let's do it.
You don't realize,
so
would you think about putting this in a new case?
I might.
You don't realize how much nicer the new case is.
Yeah, the new cases look definitely nice. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, Mr. Walkers, I almost tagged you this morning to tell you to preface this. So, this is another book in the Spidey-Man universe right there. So, when I went to Terrificon today, I saw Mitch Halleck, right? Mitch Halleck is the owner of Terrificon, and he's a promoter. I've invited him to. Yes, exactly. He was at CliffCon today.
Not Terrificon.
Right, and Mitch Halleck was there. And I got in his ear.
Did you ask him why he never responded to you?
No, he did. He had sent me a message later on and said that he just forgot, and I understand that. But I talked to him about what's coming up at Terrificon, and he gave me some news. He actually said, he goes, next time I come up, if you guys are doing a show for your pamphlets and stuff, he'd like to come. So maybe he'll come down in a grotto. Who knows? You know, he's a busy guy. But listen.
Will he let us do a show at Terrificon?
I haven't got that far yet. But I asked him about what happened with the rumors of Stan Lee coming to Terrificon. It was actually it was Stan Lee. They were going to bring Stan Lee to Terrificon.
Oh, really?
The year that he passed away. But when he found out how much it was, he said I couldn't even pay it. And the people at Mohegan wouldn't even front it because they needed a down payment, and his health was frail. So I'm going to ask you guys numbers. How much? Because I know what it would have cost him. How much do you think it would have cost Stan Lee to come to Terrificon?
Like how much it would have cost Terrificon
to bring Stan Lee there? How much do you think, Roger?
$1 million.
Okay, $1 million. Pat, $500,000. Justin,
like $10K.
Okay, Dave.
I'll split the difference. I'll go $50K.
Okay, $50K. I said $50K. He looked at me and goes, multiply that by 10. It would have cost. Wow. Pat was right. $500,000 to fly Stan in. Now, this is what Stan would get.
Can you say that in the camera?
You were absolutely right, Mr. Money. Mr. Money, Mr. Numbers.
No, just for when Lori.
A blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, right?
So it would cost. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I should have put that out in a live chat.
Broken clock is right twice a day.
Right. According to Mitch, he said that to do that, you would have to fly out 10 people in his entourage, his nurse. Okay. He'd have to get a suite. For 4 nights, Thursday through Monday, so he could leave Monday.
So Mohegan doesn't even help him out with deals for the talent?
There was a little bit of that, but I don't think Mohegan was willing to risk.
The Borgata, they'd be giving him free shit.
But I don't know if they were willing to risk that. But to bring Stan in was unbelievable. You know what I mean? So that was pretty awesome. So he did tell me a few people that were coming. the Steranko dinner. For if you guys want to have dinner with Steranko, it's going to be $100. You get to have a great meal. The restaurant's to be determined.
Buy your tickets already?
I'm going to buy this. I told him I'd pay it. You get 3 things signed, and Steranko will have a big question and answer thing for like an hour. So,
how many people?
I don't
Did
know.
he tell you what the limit
I
was?
don't know. He didn't tell me the limit.
So, I mean, if you're in a room with 500 people,
no, I don't think it's
it ain't
that big.
good.
I don't
But
think it's that
If
big.
you're in a room with 50 people, then it's
25,
worth
50
it.
the most, I think. 25, 50 the most, you know?
It's probably at that burger place that's in Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
Bobby Flay, baby. Don't be knocking that.
Dude, we loved it. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying.
Good.
But it's probably going to be a nicer place. Like Bobby Flay actually has a real restaurant in the casino.
Right. So, yeah, so you have to see it. But I'm interested to see, you know, how that pans out. And Terrific Con is a week early this year. I'm going. Roger's going. Pat's going. Justin, you're in, of course, right?
Whoa.
Sure.
All right.
Dave
I'm
coming
sure
too?
is going to come. You know, it's a week early.
Everybody's going.
Hey, we're
Everybody's coming. We're going to have extra missionary come down.
You're all going.
Yeah, come on, have a good time. Well, it's funny because the butcher texted me. You know, he came to the swap, and he's like 2 weeks after the swap, he's like, "Dude, are you going to Terrific Con?" I go, "Yeah, 100%." He's like, "I'm booking it now." So you know, we got Barry Gary in there and stuff like that. So Terrific Con is a good show for us, and then we'll have the swap. So I did that. I talked about when I spoke to Mitch. And about how I'd love to, to hear that story. That was interesting. He told me some other things, and maybe if I get him to come on the show, maybe he'll do a, tell us somebody that he hasn't posted yet. So we know we've got George Perez. He did say though, and I can say this, that George Perez's health is not well. Right, he's not well after the stroke. He has a little bit of diabetes, and stuff like that. So George, if you get a chance to see George, say your thank you, shake his hand, get your cigs, especially Taskmaster or Avengers 196. First appearance of Taskmaster. So,
who's the lucky guy that won that?
I don't know. Somebody won it, right?
Right as I give it away.
Right. So you've got a history of this.
Yeah.
You've got a history of this. So for all of you that don't know, Roger has a history of getting rid of a book and then something happens.
Or not buying it.
Right. So the latest scenario.
First Deathstroke, had it in my hand. I'm like, I'm not paying that for this. And then, of course, that Ben Affleck tweets a picture of Deathstroke, and that went out through the roof. First appearance of Harley Quinn.
Yep.
I had to think in my hand. $150. It was $150. I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend that.
Right. That was your first con.
Yeah. First con.
It's like years ago, right? And now the Taskmaster.
Roger
was generous enough to donate it for the raffle after 3 minute basement. I honestly don't. I don't know. The next thing you know, it gets named. So that book's been spiking. I've seen some people doing. So if you've ever listened to Lords of the Long Box, I did talk about this. George Perez did Taskmaster, and which is obviously Deadpool and Deathstroke were named after or modeled after. So it's almost like the grandfather.
I know who won it. It was Grabowski.
Oh, Andrew.
Andrew.
Right. All right.
Good.
Right.
I hope he goes to Conn and has him sign it.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. So we just sent out some books with our buddy CJC Blue Label Comics, Pat Ray. We just sent some books out. Roger sent out the heaviest of the hitters. So those books were in the mail as of Saturday. Shout out to Pat Ray for doing this.
Yeah.
What were the 3 books, Roger?
So one of them was my brother's ASM 129. I sent a Batman Adventures 12.
Yep.
Get it pressed?
Pat did all the pressing. Yep. And what else?
Man, I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. All right. I don't remember what his 3 books are. I paid the money. No, he dropped them off at the thing.
At the swap. I gave him the swap.
But I sent out some books to him. Of course, I sent out 2 Eternals #1s. Of course, right? What other book would I send out, right, Justin?
Of course.
Oh, First Morbius.
First Morbius.
Yes,
that's right.
ASM
101.
ASM 101 was the second book that I sent.
Right. You got high hopes for that book.
Yes.
Nice.
Love my Morbius.
Cool. All right.
Nice ball.
All right. So
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I get it. No, so then I've got the 2 Eternals. I got a ROM #1, which is high grade. I'm a huge fan of the 80s stuff, or like G.I. Joe, Micronauts, Shogun Warriors. I like to have all those.
Speculation pick?
No, I didn't see his very. I haven't yet. It's on my to-do list. So shout out to Very Gary, of course, good friends of the 3 Minute Basement. Why did you say Rom was?
Still waiting for my shirt, pal.
No, all right. Yeah. So, Mango's going too. Excellent. That's awesome. So we got G.
We all got to get together this time. We can't be like we were like flopping around and everything.
We're gonna do a live show.
It was just all strange. Like we can get everybody together, do a live show.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
I also do have some books with Chris Shaver that he's pressing for me. I've got Eternals #2 and 3 with him, which he did work on. I posted it.
3 is the first Cersei.
You're right.
According to comic book realm.
Cersei, and we know the whole thing like that. So, I got Flash 139, 147, first and second Zoom, which I'm pretty excited about. First Star Sapphire,
With
but here's
Chris?
a question, everybody.
That's what
Yeah,
you
with
got
Chris. First Star Sapphire, first and second Zoom, first and second Zoom. Then I bought 139 and 147, I think.
Oh, okay.
So first and second.
Not Zoom.
Reverse Flash. Well, yeah, you're right. I apologize. So, so I'll have those out there. So I'm pretty psyched about that. Justin, do you have any books out right now, or is everything in?
No. Well, I finally have my three books from New York Comic Con signed by J. Scott Campbell are scheduled for grading since October. I had by CGC, and they're just getting scheduled for grading now. I will never press anything with CCS ever again.
No, never again, right? Never again.
Never again.
Okay. So that alludes
to look at that. Let's just Roger. Everett. Those books were signed October 5th or 6th of 2018, and we're now March 30th, and still I don't have them back. So it's just awful.
What's the holdup? Like, what did they tell you why it's taking so long?
Just modern books at CCS is just the longest turnaround time.
It's the pressing. So it's the pressing part of it that slowed it down.
Yes, 100%.
You can buy your own press.
Because I had my my book pressed through them, the Amazing Spider-Man 252.
Okay.
That I had triple signed, and that came back right away.
Pretty quickly.
How much did you value that
at? I don't know.
I don't remember. Right.
So what's here?
Right. So what did you value?
Oh, all right. So what book did you send?
I sent modern books, which are only $250. If you value it at a higher value, then it's quicker turnaround on press.
Right. So so these books that we just sent in, they're going to come back all at different times. You know what I mean? The BA-12. Actually, maybe they might come back together. But I almost got. I had a Peter Porker Spectacular Spider-Ham sent out. Of course I did, right?
It just sounds funny when you say it.
I know. But they wanted like $50 for that signature label, the Spider-Man label, and the last Ditko too. The last Ditko is going out. ASM 39. I can't wait for that book to come back. That was a very Gary purchase. 38. So and
did
they
you
were.
Put the Spider-Man label on
I did
that?
not because it was more money.
You put it on the Peter Parker one?
I didn't. I canceled both of them. I canceled both of them when I found out how much it was.
Yeah. Thanks, X.
So,
thanks for reminding us that Taskmaster's hot right
now. Right. So
I'm just you know, I'm just never gonna own that book again.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
on purpose. I'm like, I don't, you know.
Yeah. Justin, are you doing a variant haul this week? We got one on deck.
Yeah, the video's ready to go, so it'll be out soon. And then I'll also drop a preview video on the Lords of the Long Box show for what's going to be auctioned off this Friday.
The Long Box show this week?
Oh, we're probably doing a show, but they're going to do an auction next Friday.
Friday?
Well, you didn't do a show last week.
We did not. No, we did not. We took the week off. Superheroes need a day off sometimes.
Superhero.
So, yeah, superheroes. You saw me wearing the S the other day.
I did.
All right, so Justin's got some things popping on. We've been going almost 90 minutes, you guys, of yapping here and there. So we've got a basketball game to watch. Justin, Dave, anything you guys want to talk about? Anything I missed out on?
The only thing, actually, I'm pretty excited. I don't know if anybody saw this coming out of WonderCon. If you own the DC Universe app, they are going to be putting their entire catalog on the DC Universe app. So you'll be able to read all the previous everything. So similar to what Marvel does, everything's going to be up there.
On your account, thank you.
You're welcome.
So they're putting the digital version of every book on the app?
Every book. And then what it is if it's after 12 months, they'll put like Detective Comics 1000 will be on in 12 months.
Right.
So everything from Rebirth, New 52, pre-Flashpoint will.
So I can go back and read Dark Side Wars and everything digitally. All
You want to read Crisis? You want to read Final Crisis? You want to read
everything?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, everything. That's pretty cool.
I found it tough to read, but I'm on a Roku player. But
right.
I mean, I don't know.
All right, that's pretty neat, though. All right.
Put it on
See,
the
that's
phone.
all the information you find out watching 3 Men in the
If
Basement.
it's on the phone, then it's easier to
I'm
read.
doing it.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, but if you had the app on your phone or a Kindle or something like that, then it would be easier to
got
read.
the Kindle, so kill me if I try to use that. Dave, what do you got going on for comic books? You got anything coming in, going out? Where are you at?
I'm about to put together a pretty big invoice for really early Spider-Mans. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7. I'm going to send my 11 and 13 in. So I think I'm going to be waiting a while for those.
Yeah. So how long have you been collecting those books? You know what I mean? Is this like a year thing, or you just been hoarding them and then deciding to send them?
I mean, I've gone back and I want to do all the keys. I want to do the first 38 and then all the keys certainly after the fact.
Yeah,
a lot of them I have slabbed already.
Yeah. Okay.
But I had a lot of stuff come back from Chris over at the comic book presser. So now it's just on to the next step.
Right, and that's what I believe with these Spider-Man prep books. I mean, you've got to have them slabbed and at least graded if you're a comic book investigator. Now, I've always been a Spider-Man fan, especially of the villains. So having the keys, knocking them down, which is very important, like in my opinion, for a collection and for investing. So we'll see. I'm not going to do anything with my 13 Mysterio. Some of my books all the way all right. My 2 though that came back Resto label. When the next show I go to, that my 2 came back purple label.
Oh,
my ASM 2 came back purple label.
Okay,
Yeah,
I thought you had
they came back a 4 purple label. So that book is going to get sent back to CGC for the Resto removal and see what happens with it. You know what I mean? So that's too big of a book. There's too much money on the table for that. So all right, so we're going on 90 minutes. We're kicking it. We got basketball on. We've got Go State Go. We've got a Michigan fan who's rooting against me. We got a Duke fan.
Don't forget, Frozen 4 is also going on right now. And I'm wearing my hat in honor of my niece who graduated and is a professor at Denver University. So go DU. Okay. They're in the Final Four. April, coming in April, the Frozen 4 finals will be happening. If you don't follow it, some great hockey. When you watch college kids play hockey, it's because they love the game.
Right.
It's just like watching college basketball.
Nice,
they love the game. They want to win a championship. They don't care about the money.
Absolutely.
A lot of these kids have to play college basketball because they're forced to.
Right. Well, that's what we're not going to get.
Right. But
Bernie, do you have any closing remarks?
They still love the game.
Go Duke.
Go Duke. That's Bernie's closing remarks. Dave,
go DU.
Dave, any closing remarks on your end?
No, as always, thanks guys for having me. This is always a good time.
Absolutely, Dave. So thank you.
Let's do your unboxing, or do you look at the grades usually?
Say that again?
Spider-Mans.
Yeah, when you send in those Spider-Mans, are you going to find out the grades or are you going to wait?
No, I'll wait for you guys.
All right, I love he's committed, right?
I guarantee you're not going to see a 9.8 though. That's right.
That's all right. But so before then and now, just write down what you think. You know what I mean? We'll follow that same format. That's awesome. All right. Justin, closing last words for you, my friend.
I have a big incoming Holy Grail book coming.
Ooh.
I will not tell you what it is. You know what it is, but it is going to be very big on the 3 Men in a Basement and IG community. So,
all right, can't wait for that book. Is that book in transit right now?
That book is in transit.
Woo, all right, so everybody on IG and YouTube, check a look out for Justin's Big Grail.
Justin, you need to start doing more haul videos, please.
All right, we got a request. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up, you guys. We've been chirping to you for 90 minutes on this Sunday afternoon. On behalf of 3 Men in the Basement, I'm your host, Everett Otto. I have my co-host, Roger Levesque, Bernie 1869. We've got Nemesis Prime. We've got Dave D. So behind I left all my brothers, TiVo. We're going to do some videos from WonderCon and our boy, Dark Side Jedi. So we're closing out because we've started to watch this basketball. So I am Otto, and I am out. Peace.
Peace, everybody.